Are you looking to start flipping and investing in real estate and you want to know how to get hard money?
Today we're going to go over the pros and cons of using cash versus hard money.
And if you stay till the end, we're actually going to give you a referral code to our hard money lender.
So before we get into the pros and cons of cash versus hard money, give us a thumbs up so this video spreads even farther out into YouTube and we can help even more people with this info.
So if you have heavy cash reserves and you want to start flipping and investing in real estate using all cash, let's go over some pros of doing that.
Sure. So one pro for using cash is the fact that there are not a lot of extra costs and fees associated with it. After all, it is your cash. So versus taking out a loan where you're going to have fees and different kinds of costs associated with it, cash is your cash. It's pretty much the cheapest way to go.
So the second pro of buying cash is ease of transaction. With borrowing money, there's a lot of loan docs, there's a lot of timing between the lender and the title companies, lots of paperwork to do with a loan. When you buy cash, it's very quick, it's very easy, there's not a lot of documents to sign, and you can close quick.
Now let's jump into some cons with using cash. The first thing would be your limitations as to how much cash you have to use. The average price point, depending on what neighborhood and what area you're in the US, is about $200,000 across the board. So even if you have almost $250,000 lying around, you're only going to be able to buy one home.
It's a lot of money to use at one time. Another con of it is also if you're looking to grow a business as an investor, it's very difficult to scale if you're buying every property outright in cash.
True.
You buy one property, it costs maybe $200,000 at a time. The project takes 3, 4, 5 months to complete. You can't buy another property until you get that money back. This really limits your scalability as an investor and especially as a flipper.
Absolutely. So now let's get into hard money lending. We're big advocates of using hard money to purchase our investment properties. Now, hard money, if you're not familiar with it, all it is a short-term or a bridge loan designed for a real estate investor.
Yeah, and most of these hard money lenders have products for new investors who've never flipped a deal. And they also have products for more experienced investors who have done multiple transactions. So if you're using cash and you want to go to hard money, they have great products for people like you.
All right, so let's get into some pros of using hard money. The first thing would be consistency in building your business. Once you're signed up with a hard money lender, you understand the process, they understand what you're trying to do. It's simply rinse and repeat, and you can go off and find many properties and invest in many properties all at the same time.
Yeah, and you also have access to a lot more money, and the hard money lender has access to a ton of money. So basically off of your experience level, they'll dedicate to you a certain amount of funds, for example, $3 million, which gives you the ability to get $3 million worth of loans versus the cash guy who may only have $200,000 and can only use $200,000 worth of cash. So you're able to do a lot more properties, you're able to scale a lot quicker.
So in my opinion, one of the biggest pros with using hard money is the value add that comes along with using that kind of a company. Now, what I mean by this is the fact that when you submit to get a loan from a hard money lender, they're going to verify your purchase price, your rehab information, and even your sales price. So what this is basically saying is that you almost have another person fact checking you and double checking all of your numbers.
Yeah, it's a neutral third set of eyes on this project, and it's kind of cool. They really don't let you do a bad deal, a deal that looks like it could possibly lose money, because they want you to win just as bad as you want to win.
Exactly.
So it's almost like a partnership you're creating with this hard money lender, and they're reviewing everything, they're appraising everything. It's a really good value add.
It's awesome.
Also on the back end, they give you a personal representative as well. So support is crucial here. They really help you through the process.
There's always someone to call, always someone to ask questions, which is awesome if you've never even done a deal before and you're new to this whole thing.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the negatives with hard money or difficulties using hard money. If the lender doesn't really agree with the numbers that you're inputting, the value that you say the home's going to be worth after rehab, they could possibly ask you to come out of pocket for a larger down payment. So this would cost you more up front. But at the same time, once again, they're fact checking you, they're double checking your numbers, so they're giving their professional opinion to you.
So that's kind of a good and a bad almost, kind of a blend, yeah.
But the negative is it could cost you more money. Instead of coming out of pocket 90% up for 90% LTV or 10% out of pocket, it may cost you 12 to 15% out of pocket up front.
Right. Now, speaking of extra money too, one of the other cons associated with using hard money is the costs associated with it. So you are taking a loan out, so you should expect to see things like origination fees, service fees, application fees. These are just going to be costs associated with borrowing money. So we've covered a lot of pros and cons over using cash versus hard money. So now we're going to jump into our hard money lender and how we use them.
But before we do, make sure to hit that subscribe button so we can share this information not only with you if it was helpful, but with all of those other people on YouTube looking to get information on hard money loans and real estate investing just like this.
Absolutely.
So, who is our hard money lender?
It's LendingHome. LendingHome is a national hard money lender that provides fix and flip loans and rental loans to real estate investors of all experiences to help grow their business.
LendingHome is a national company. You could find them in almost every state of the country.
Yep.
And they have allowed us to scale our business in 2021 to a whole new level.
Right. Now, before we started using hard money with LendingHome, we were only able to do maybe 10 to 12 deals at a time, which granted is great. That's a lot of deals at once. But after we signed up with LendingHome, we're more at the 25 to 30 projects at once level.
And not only have we been able to scale our volume, but our profitability for each deal has skyrocketed. This year has been crazy, all because of the hard money lender use.
That's one thing that we're going to show you in an upcoming video about using LendingHome and using leverage to drive up your ROI.
So down in the description below, we promised you that we would give you contact information for LendingHome so you could find just that, a referral link to our LendingHome contact. They are fantastic. Please make sure to reach out to them. And if you have any questions on hard money loans, getting in contact with LendingHome, or our rates and terms that we're utilizing with them, we are so happy to help you through it. Drop a comment below.
And until then,
we'll see you on the flip side.